everybody, it's Catherine and welcome. Everybody welcome. And I said at the beginning of the week that we were going to do a little project today, just a nice quick project. And what we're going to do is we're going to do some little sewn pieces and make some lovely little gift bags. And I thought we're coming up to Christmas time and for Thanksgiving time for those of you in the States, and you probably go for your Thanksgiving meal and like to take a little gift or whatever. I thought these were ideal to make, to put a little journal in, just a small little journal, or I'm just going to reach for my notelets that I put in my pouches. So yeah, a couple of little notelets in, and you've got a lovely little gift to take with you. Same over Christmas time, if you're going anywhere for, well, depends if we're going to be allowed to go many places at the moment. we may be back to like having Christmas dinner in twos, but anyway. So I thought we'd have a go at those today, and I'd asked you to get together a little collection of your scraps, so small pieces of scrap paper and fabric, and make some little background pieces that were quite neutral. I've got some of my linen thread, and yeah, I thought we'd have a go at that. And I think that it's a nice introduction for slow stitch for people that are just wanting to just sit have an evening and get into it. And yeah, just lovely. I know how popular my pouches with my little notebooks have been on my Etsy, and I'm hoping to have a restock later on in the week. I've made a few more because they're going really fast. So also, how expensive gift bags, I don't know anywhere else, but I'm finding in the UK that patterned and really nice gift bags are getting more and more expensive. So I thought this was an inexpensive way to make a unique gift bag, and something that you've put your heart and soul and your love into it. Now these, I just buy these from Hobbycraft in the UK, so I presume Hobby Lobby, those sort of craft outlets will sell them. They're just cheap, get packs of them, quite inexpensive, and these are just a nice size to put little gifts in, or to put a nice small journal in. And yeah, I thought we'd have a go. So you've got all your bits and pieces together, and it's just a matter of playing with it, or as Rachel says from Roxy Creations, auditioning your pieces to see what goes where. And I think we all do that, don't we? We say, oh, that doesn't look right, and we've all got different views about what looks right, and I think it's just about playing with it and having fun. So I'd already done another one here, and I've just got some lovely flowers that were in a little pack, and just played around with it really. And then I'd made the beginning of one here with just some scraps that I made into a snippet roll. So you can see you can start to build up. So let's have a go. Let's see, what shall we do? I reckon we'll start with a bit of this Hessian burlap stuff, although it disintegrates on you as soon as you sew it. all the bits come out. Now then, I'll just have a scramble about and see what I've got in here. And yeah, that might be nice, a bit of that. So it's just a matter of just playing around and sitting and doing a bit of slow stitching. So we'll just see what we quite fancy. So we've got some more green in there. You don't have to be particularly artistic. I used to be useless at art at school. I used to make any excuse not to go. Oh, see how it's starting to, I think we'll sew that on first and then see where that takes us, I think. So hope you got your things together and you're going to join in or watch this and then have a go in your own time. I've just got some of this linen thread. It's lovely, the linen thread. It comes in, you know, it's single skeins, so if you want thicker you then have to double it up. And I think the beauty with slow stitch is really just try different types of thread and different thicknesses. And recent needles that I've gone on to are Sashiko made, because I just used to buy cheap, you know, cheap needles that you could get anywhere, and they used to bend, and actually I found them very difficult to get through tougher pieces. They used to hurt my hands. I mean, I'm not saying these don't, but the cheaper ones did. And then and again, Anne Brooke from Sew for the Soul, she recommended the Sashiko needles, and they are actually specially made in Japan out of strengthened material, which is sort of real top quality for your needles, and they're not that expensive, so I've treated myself to a few, and yeah, I'm enjoying it. So have I got a knot on? Yes. So I hope you're all tough. The only other thing with this linen is sometimes it snaps or sometimes it goes all bobbly, so we'll just have to see how we go. So nothing. See, I'll do this 1,000 times because I'm doing it on camera, it's not going to let me. Hope you're all doing okay. We had the old press conference back on again last night that throughout the last few months with the pandemic, we were having a daily press conference here in the UK, and we used to get Boris and the government, you know, the health advisors, the two excellent health advisors here, the chief medical officer and the chief scientific advisor. Two excellent people. Anyway, so we're back to that. We don't know if it's going to be every day. We didn't even know it was happening. You know, this is it. The government want you to, and I'm not political on here, but they want you to take note of some new guidance, and then nobody knows they're going to tell you about it. Which doesn't quite make sense to me. But anyway, my dad ruled me. Bless him. My dad lives in North London, and he's 84. And I think he's getting a bit fed up of being, you know, stuck indoors. And so I don't know whether we're going to have one every day. I don't know how you guys are going on. And I know in other parts of the world, it's we're getting closer to autumn, fall and winter now. So, yeah, you know, it's the time of year when people get respiratory problems. But anyway, we're not talking about that here, but I just wanted to have a bit of a laugh about it, really, because I thought, well, yeah, we've got some different laws for the nation, but nobody knows they're telling you about them. Oh dear. And of course then they have the usual rat pack, as I call them, the rat pack of journalists who've got to be there and, you know, ask ridiculous questions. Sorry if you're a journalist and whatever, but oh yeah, they were getting ridiculous. Well, they're back again. Usual suspects. Anyway, just I don't know, I'm just talking away and I'm just not paying any attention to where the needle's going, really. I just feel like going in a bit of a curve, so yeah, I'm doing. I find it very relaxing, and I've been doing this. I know it's like very trendy at the moment, the slow stitching, but I mean, you know, I've been doing this for about 15 years since I went to do my embroidery courses, and I do find it very relaxing, and it's easy, you know, just a few scraps, and this is, you know, I suppose this is not much different to doing your clusters, if you're doing some nice clusters to go in your journals. And you don't have to do anything really quickly, really. It's a shame you're not all here. We haven't got a settee over there where you can all sit down and we can chat while we're all sewing. That'd be good, wouldn't it? Come and sit on Catherine's couch. That's got quite a good ring to it, actually. Come and sit on Catherine's couch. Catherine's sofa. No, it's got to be couch because of the C's, the alliteration. I think it's alliteration. Oh, and where would we be if we hadn't got Nelson woofing? We have a playing field on the back of us, and he thinks it's his duty to man it, to do his guard dog bit. So I won't mind, but he's only a little cockapoo. He's not massive, a great big Alsatian or something, but I think he thinks he is. Anyway, also I will answer, but I can't remember off the top of my head who it was asking about size needles for the sewing machine when we were doing the paper to fabric. I tend to, if you're using quite thin paper with no layers, I probably use about a set size 70 or 80 of universal needles, and then and then I would go up to perhaps 100 if you're going through card or something, you know, a little bit thicker. So if you're using, say, 100 GSM, which Lola has given me a bit of a conversion, so our copy paper here is 80 GSM and apparently it's £100, and I think that's what she said, and 100 is about 120, 100 GSM about £120. So if you also go and check out my first sewing Tuesday, I did talk a little bit about different needles for using with your machine and things. But for doing like what I was doing on Tuesday, just basic 100 GSM paper and just sewing it, then about size 80 universal needle is about right, really. You'll get the feel for it, and like I was saying, you get, I don't know what the heck I'm doing, it looks like a teepee. You get, you start getting your tension not looking right on the back, and it starts looking a bit, you know, a bit too gathered. And £27, yeah, a bit too gathered. So yeah, so copy paper, £100, 80 GSM. No, David said I'm getting it all wrong. We stopped the camera because David says I'm telling yours it wrong. So our copy of paper is 80 GSM, which is equivalent to £20 in non-European sizings. And so the 100 GSM is £27. So work it out from there. Yeah. Don't, in fact, easiest thing is don't take any notice of me at all and just go and look it up. You can't guarantee I'm going to give you the right information. Now, I'm not so keen. I've just ended up doing this bit of a thing, and I don't know if I like it really, but let's have a look. Let's see if we can add something else in there. Got a bit of a ruffle there. Oh, that's a bit tough to tear. That's nice. That's a bit left over from... yeah, I'm going to sew that on. We'll have a bit of the white... Sorry if I'm right up cutting close. And... so let me know if you're going to have a go at this, and also if it's something you'd be interested in me making sets of putting some sets of these gift bags that I've done the sewing and that on, put the ribbon and that on, then let me know, if it's something that you'd like me to do for you to buy rather than do them all yourself, then yeah, just drop me a line and let me know. Okay, now the other thing I wanted to answer, and I've not got the names, but the lovely lady from Rome that contacted me asking whereabouts I lived in the UK. So I live in the northeast of the UK. I live in Scarborough, which is a coastal town, and it is in the county of North Yorkshire. And North Yorkshire is a vast county. It's I think actually it's the biggest county, I'm sure it is. And it really is made up of, you know, the Yorkshire Wolds, the Yorkshire Dales, loads of beautiful countryside, as well as the city of York, Harrogate. That's another lovely place to visit if you're ever in the UK. And we live about quarter of an hour by car from the sea, from not actually Scarborough itself. We live near somewhere called Caton Bay, which is on the way to Filey, which is another beautiful spot. And so we're very fortunate, really. We've sort of got a bit of everything. We've got the sea, and we've got the, just a bit of fancy stuff here. We've got the sea, we've got cities if we want them, and we've got beautiful countryside. So we really are lucky. The only problem is that the road network is not brilliant, and really, you know, you've got an hour's drive before you start getting to the bigger road networks, which is like York, or up to, say, up to the A1 to Thirsk and Middlesbrough, that way on, which is fine. But in some respects, you know, our family live in the Midlands and further south, so yeah, it's a bit of a trek for visiting. That's the only thing, is it, with it. I might try and do take some little snippets of film, actually, if people are interested, and you know, put some little snippets in so you can sort of see round and about. Oh dear. See what I mean? Never worked with dogs and paper. Crikey, what's happening? See, I do all these things off camera, but anyway, it just shows you this is what's going to happen. What we're going to do here with this? Do we just rip it off, do you think? Yeah, that's it. Rip it off, it's gone. Lovely corner. Yeah, and yeah, so I could do that, you know, and put some bit of footage on. This is just going to disintegrate, isn't it? Hey. This thread's playing up a bit as well. Right. I'm not thrilled with that, but still, doesn't matter, does it? Let's have a look what I've got in my bit box. See if I've got, oh yes, I've got a flower. Let's see what colours we've got. Let's see if we can put a flower on it and tart it up a bit. I did have loads of flowers, but I made a load of things yesterday. Oh dear. Bit of lace, bit of flower. We'll use this one. Yes, you see, we've rescued it. You can always rescue something with a flower. We'll shove a flower on there now. And right, I'm just going to do what we call bullion stitch. And this is something that if you want to go over to Anne Brooke, textile artist, she's got little videos of some of the stitches she's doing for Sew for the Soul, and she, you know, she can explain it far better than I can. But bullion stitch is like a straight stitch with a French knot on the end. So we take the thread in our left hand if you're right-handed, vice versa. Wrap your thread around, we'll say 4 times. Take it as near as you can to the end of your needle, and then you bring it out as if you're doing a little stem out, and take your needle back through. And then you've got a stem coming out your flower, and you've got a French knot on the end. So again, we'll do that again in case I've not made myself that clear. So we're going to put another stalk out there. So again, thread in your left hand, needle pointing away from you. 1, 2, 3, 4. Doesn't matter how many, but because we're with paper, I'm being a bit careful. Take your curly whirlies as near to the fabric as possible and go back through. And then it's just a way of bit more of a decorative way of couching this flower down. Sorry, I'm just concentrating at the minute. So round your needle, take it away however long you want your strand to be, put your knot as close to the surface as you can and pull through. And that is our flower nearly couched down. The camera went and died. So I've just been sat here stitching away nicely while it's been plugged in. So I'll just show you what I finished. Done a few more French knots around this flower, and then just got this bit of lace out of my bit box and put that along the bottom, and I think that looks okay. So that, you know, it's a good way of using your scraps, and well, they're not really scraps, are they? They're useful to us, but yeah, that looks quite nice on there, I think. So I've just started another one, so I'll just finish this bit and then we'll call it a video. It's just whatever takes your fancy. I got this bit of paper here and I got these, and I thought, yeah, that looks quite nice. I've got a yellow bag here, so I thought that would look nice. It obviously needs something else in that corner for there, but well, you know, we'll see what we could put in that. The other tip, just about, sometimes this is getting very difficult to use, this linen, so you can just wax it. Just get a slab of wax and just pull your linen thread through, and then it just makes it a bit smoother. Not too much, or else you'll get all wax all in your work. And the tip with doing the paper, really, I mean, this is nice thick paper, is I just hold it sort of quite stable. This is what you see, this is what this linen thread does. It's, you have to keep re-tugging at it. Hold near where you want to come up. Ooh, this is tough. And then it just stabilises your paper a little bit more. So really can't talk. Really, with the linen thread, I've decided that something as thin as this, or like that other bit that was just disintegrated on me, bit too thin. I love sewing through it, doing slow stitch, but I think I prefer the more silkier threads. It's less likely to rip it. You're okay with this because it's quite thick handmade paper, but yeah. So hope you've enjoyed that. Hope it gives you a few ideas to have a go yourself and make some little toppers, as I call them, for for your gift bags. I mean, that one I did earlier, I thought that looks lovely on yellow, and I just think it makes a nice change to buying the ready-made ones that can prove to be quite expensive. And once they've got some sari ribbon on, like, you know, any sort of ribbon really, on like the ones I'd done earlier, then they just look so cute, don't they? I'd love to receive a little journal in there, or even if you want to just put, you're going for a dinner date and you just want to put a little bag of sweets or something in it, you know, for a girlfriend. I think that makes a really nice idea. Anyway, thank you so much for joining me today. I'm really, really grateful for everybody that's given me the support so far. I'll give a few mentions out tomorrow for my new subscribers this week and the people that have that are regularly commenting. It's lovely to, the comments and having a bit of a chat and what have you is a big part of this, and I really enjoy it. So thank you very much. I'll see you again tomorrow for this week's wrap up. Bye for now. Bye.